financial impact on the South Bend Community Schools. A new report from Indiana Public Media shows South Bend lost more education funding than any other district in the state because so many kids left the state.
Of course they did. The quality of education is horrible.
57's Annie Kate is live outside the school headquarters downtown with what it means for the district moving forward. Annie?
And they're going to continue to leave. That's what's going to happen moving forward because that's the agenda. That's been happening for 20 years now? Nobody's trying to bring kids back to South Bend. The intent is for them to go. So there is no moving forward unless you're saying to continue what's happening.
Yeah, Brian, out of the more than 23,000 students in the city of South Bend, 40% do not attend South Bend schools, and that means that the district gets less money.
To be exact, that's 9,200 students. That equates to approximately $80 million. Yep, the district is getting less money, but them administrators running it ain't.
Soon-to-be high school senior Diamond Curry was a student at Clay High School in South Bend before it closed.
Big shout out to all the Clay Township people that had to suffer. Sorry about that. We've all been there.
Opting to go to a private school rather than stay in the district.
Private was better for us mainly because you get that a little bit better treatment with teachers. Why not go to a school that...
Treatment of teachers or educators in general, right? It doesn't just have to be a teacher. Culture.
We know will try to push me to do as best as I can in academics.
Providing rigor, relevance, that's super important. Have to be relevant. Kid has to be doing what they need to do. It has to make sense for them. And it needs to be at their level so that they get just a little bit enough challenge to grow.
And sports also.
He's not alone. Enrollment had been dropping for more than a decade, and none of the district high schools was above 60% capacity besides Adams.
Everybody and their mama want to go to Adams. 96!
The most financially impacted in the whole state, South Bend Community Schools, with voucher loss representing 27.6% of its education fund.
Now from here, notice how they keep using percentages instead of actual dollars. Actual dollars to name their numbers. Because they don't want you to know how much money that really is. That's a lot of money. That's leaving the community. That's not being invested into South Bend by our babies because we can't get the right education right here at home.
Overall, the district has a net loss of 40.7% of all students due to vouchers. 20% of the kiddos living in the district are going to private schools, and another 20% are going to other districts or charter schools. The school corporation working to right-size the district.
Ooh, right-sizing is a political word. It just means to dismantle.
Ultimately resulting in the controversial closing of Clay High School and losing more students like Curry.
You could tell, after they announced that they were closing, that people could care less if they were at school. It wasn't a fun environment to be in anymore.
I reached out to South Bend Superintendent Dr. Todd Cummings, and while he declined an interview...
Todd Cummings will always decline an interview, especially if it's there to make him look bad. He only likes to make himself look good. Check out the last post on South Bend Schools, how he highlighted himself, and then look at how this data came out. Seems delusional to me.
He sent a statement that reads in part, quote, "We are committed to competing for every student and family. We are proud to report that our literacy rates are soaring and the graduation rates are the highest in 20 years.
Yes, the graduation rates are higher. It's not as high as it needs to be. But just remember, just because someone graduates doesn't mean that they're actually college and career ready. So to all the students that are still in high school, please work hard. Please work hard to be ready for the workforce. It is not easy. You got to learn how to get along with people that you're not going to like. You got to be disciplined to get up. You got to do your work, or get your own business. It's the same thing. It's even harder when you're doing your own. But bottom line is, just because he got 80-something% and is growing doesn't mean that those babies are ready for the world. So don't let them numbers fool you, and continue to watch and listen to the baby at the end. Who's smarter than all of us?
At graduation rate, 84.7%. Not brag-worthy if you ask Curry.
You're just now getting to 84%. That's not something that anyone should be proud of. You should have been at that level for however long you've been a corporation.
And he don't even have a formal post-secondary degree yet and already has made that assessment. Now check out the propaganda at the end, how they always have to say this is a nationwide trend and it's not just unique to South Bend. I don't give a crap if it's not unique to South Bend, if it's a nationwide trend. At the end of the day, it's a problem, so it should be fixed. No matter where this is at, fix the problem.
Now, this issue is not unique to South Bend. Let me be 1 in 5 students in the whole state of Indiana don't go to their area school and instead do school choice. Now,
yep, I was spot on. So you can catch the rest of that on your own at their website.